I got two things for you today. Just two. Number one, Billy, I'm totally stealing this from you. This is something that I heard from my buddy Billy that was just so good I wanted to share it. How does the culture connect with our children? Well, if you guys are around my age and Billy's age, back in the early 80s, mid 80s, the culture connected with us through cartoons. Maybe through sports, maybe through Saturday morning cartoons. The culture connected. That's where all of the advertisers spent their money to get the kids. That's where Count Chocula cereal was, and Cocoa Puffs, and all the things that, my Tasty Cake donuts and all that. It was all right there in front of me, in between Tom and Jerry, and that's how the culture connected with me. So Billy shared a story how his 6-year-old daughter doesn't really know about TV because they don't really have it. They don't really watch TV, but they watch YouTube. And so she's got like her favorite YouTubers, not her favorite musical band, not her favorite cartoon, but her favorite YouTuber. I mean, that's just so different to us old guys. Our dads over 35 will like, your favorite YouTuber? What? Like YouTuber is a thing? Yeah, it's a big thing. Huge. So it's interesting. The culture is connecting with our children now in so many different channels. Maybe it's YouTube, where there's millions of channels just in that one platform. There's Facebook, there's Instagram and Twitter, and I want to take that. So that's an interesting tip. Just, thank you, Billy, for sharing that, because it just helps us realize how much is vying for our kids' attention, and what are we going to monitor or allow or filter. So it's important to really consider that. Switch gears. I've done airplane mode for 2 different Dadnamics episodes, and I listened to a video today, an interview today, that really, really rocked me, and it so lines up with this. Our cell phones, okay, they're not just cellular phones to make calls. They're fully equipped, internet-enabled devices that have, this, but they're activated to everything. You can go anywhere. And what I learned is actually from a man named Simon Sinek, and oh my gosh, it was amazing to hear this. But many of you may have heard this, but when a text message comes in, or a Facebook notification, or a like, it actually triggers a response, a dopamine release in your body, which is the feel-good hormone. It's literally the same, and it's highly addictive, very highly addictive chemically in your brain. And it's the same hormone that's released when a person drinks alcohol or takes drugs, like cocaine drugs. The same hormone is released when you receive a text or a Facebook. That's why our phones are so addictive. So go back and watch my videos on, land the plane, go in airplane mode. There's a lot more to this scientifically that I knew it was the right thing to do. I just didn't realize. Simon Sinek actually made this point that scared me. He said, we regulate alcohol and say, hey, you can have alcohol until you're 21 years old. Okay? We regulate many drugs. Now, not illegal drugs. We regulate certain drugs through the FDA and things. But here's another drug, access to a cell phone that has internet, access to text messages that are triggering an addictive response that can be extremely dangerous to our kids. But yet we don't have an age limit on it. Our kids have young, developing brains. And if we start flowing this dopamine through their system, hey, dopamine can happen in other ways that are positive too. I mean, what about just playing outside? Instead of the feeling good of a like on Facebook for your 12-year-old, how about the feeling like I just had today with my 2 boys, and they beat me in the Wiffle Ball World Series? Okay, that's a whole other story. They beat me, and the game-winning hit. How about that as a dopamine good feeling? So the devices, limit them, guys. Limit them. Get your kids outside. Get your kids outside.